back to the defensive line here. Nate Marshall, the Illinois native who is committed to Michigan. Auburn, he laid it out plain and simple. He said it's Auburn or Michigan for me. Miami and Alabama have been in the mix, but he said they're not really in it anymore. He said it's Auburn or Michigan. It's really close. And Jason, I think the biggest takeaway or the biggest future note for Nate Marshall is he said that he was, going to try and make it back for Big Cat Weekend, which is on July 27th. Michigan does some sort of barbecue or cookout event on that day as well. That's one of their, they don't really do like Georgia does its big event in May. Clemson does its big event the first weekend of June or the last weekend of May. Michigan does its about the exact same time as Auburn there at the end of July. So if Nate Marshall, who's committed to Michigan, ends up at Auburn for Big Cat Weekend, it's not a guarantee that he signs with Auburn or that he flips to Auburn, but wherever he is that weekend, there's a decent chance that's the school that he ends up with, in my mind.
Yeah, the fact that Auburn makes this one interesting with a kid from Illinois that's committed to Michigan tells you all you need to know about the job that this staff has done in recruiting. Vontrell King Williams has obviously been recruiting this guy for a while. Has got kind of that bond, but I mean, this is a Midwestern guy committed to the defending national champs, and Auburn has made an impact and has absolutely put itself in position here. I think that's impressive when you think about it. This is a guy that in the 24/7 composite is a top 50 player in the country, and so you look at him and he doesn't have that big physical body yet, which I think is really interesting because I think he
reminds me of. I was just going to cut in real quick. He reminds me of Amaris Williams, a little bit of a guy who could be a really good D end.
Yep. Depends on, does he get to 285, 290 and play 3 technique, or does he stay at 260 and be a pass rusher with a bigger body? He gives you some of that versatility too.